I'd like to address this to all those who say that they're Christians. They go to church every Sunday. They put on their best suit and tie, and they hold their nose up and say that my church is better than yours because we are bringing more money every week, or we do. The biggest thing Christians need to realize is not to be like the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Now, the biggest thing they had back then, the Pharisees and Sadducees, one of them believed in reincarnation and one didn't. But they were the biggest religious sects of that time. And we might look at it like similar to the Catholics and the Protestants. Okay? We can compare that kind of like that. The big religious, groups. Now, Jesus was describing how we should be. Back when he walked the earth, it wasn't called Christians. He called it the way. And when you asked what type of religion did John the Baptist and all that, they would say, I am following the way, because Jesus said, I am the way. So that's what they were called a long time ago. But he was describing here, and I want you to turn to Luke chapter 10. Now, when people say they're Christians, you ought to look at, are they doing what's described here in this book, Luke chapter 10? We're going to start with verse 25. And behold, a certain lawyer. A lawyer today. Can you imagine a lawyer? They're so far from God, they ain't funny. Stood up and tempted him. Well, that's pretty much like lawyers of today. They want to tempt religions. They want to twist it and turn it to suit their needs. Master, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? He said unto him, what is written in the law? How readest thou? He knew the lawyer goes by the law. All lawyers do. So he said, what is written in the law? And he answered, saying, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, with all thy strength, and with all thy mind, and love thy neighbor as thyself. And he said unto him, thou hast answered right. Do this, and thou shalt live. But he, willing to justify himself, said unto Jesus, and who is my neighbor? And this is where people don't want to understand. Who is your neighbor? Love your neighbor as yourself. Lawyers today want to go by the law. We should do this because the law says. Well, who is your neighbor? Jesus answered and said, a certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell among thieves, which stripped him of his raiment and wounded him and departed, leaving him half dead. And by chance there came down a certain priest that way, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. This is just like any other church you know of. They see you there, they stub their nose up. Well, he isn't paying money in my offering plate. I don't know him. And likewise a Levite, when he was at his place, came and looked on him and passed by on the other side. Can you imagine how many churches today will stop and actually help you? Well, we can't do nothing without going by our this and this and this. And you got to go fill out forms in triplicate. You see a man beat up, stop to help him. But a certain Samaritan, as he journeyed, came where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion on him. That is the major drive of Christians, is compassion. And when he went to him and bound up his wounds, pouring in oil and wine, and set him on his own beast, and brought him into an inn, and took care of him. And on the morrow, when he departed, he took out 2 pence, and gave them to the host, and said unto him, take care of him, and whatsoever thou spendest more, when I come again, I will repay thee. Which now of these three, that thinkest thou, was neighbor unto him that fell among the thieves? And he said, he that showed mercy on him. Then Jesus said unto him, go and do thou likewise. When you take time to show mercy to someone else. When you, no matter how much you're persecuted, and Christians, you're going to get persecuted more and more. And that's where we got to keep pushing, that we will show compassion towards you. Society is attacking the Christian nation. They know that the Christian nation won't attack back. I almost can imagine they won't attack the Muslim nation, because the Muslim nation, the Muslim society will behead you. They will cut your head off. So they're going after the Christian nation. And when they do, and they're already starting already, you have to show them compassion. Because remember, we have got to follow them all the way up to the very end. He said, those that endure to the very end, the same shall be saved. You can't just, I've got to stop now because it's getting too hard. He said, take up your cross and follow me. They will persecute you. They will throw you in jail. You become like that Good Samaritan. No matter who it is in life, you be that Good Samaritan. And treat people, what if that were you down? Wouldn't you want someone to help you? And that's the definition of a Christian.